This is the Chat City interviews from 103.2 Preston FM with your host, Huey Parr. My first guest has joined me in the studio. It is Michael Murray. Michael Murray is a community champion from Morissons on Riversway. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning.
How are you?
Not too bad. How's yourself?
I'm good, yeah. It's my last day in the studio. I've taken
really?
it. Yeah, Huey, our normal host, has been on holiday. He's back on Monday. This is my last day on
How's
holiday.
your week been?
It's been good. I've enjoyed it. I'm becoming a little bit of a megalomaniac now. I think I might just take over and stay here all week.
Well, you could barricade yourself in.
I was thinking about that. Just locking the door and camping here all weekend,
It's
so
like
no one
Airheads.
can.
Is it the film Airheads? You've ever seen that?
I've seen that where the guys come in and they lock themselves in a radio station. Yeah, that's very good. Anyway, no, we're not talking about.
No, we're not gonna. Yeah,
but maybe we'll talk about film in a minute. Oh, are we okay? We've got an impromptu guest in the room. Anyway, Michael.
Yes.
So, community champion at Morrison's. How is that?
It's great. It's a brand new role that Morrisons have swept out across the country, up and down the country, and it's basically they pick. People put themselves forward, or they get volunteered by senior members of staff who the senior members of staff think are approachable and sort of well-spoken and best for the job. Luckily, that was me, which is nice. I feel honoured. I'm not actually from the Preston area, so to be asked to be the community champion was nice. And it's just Morrison's way of getting out into the community. We at Morrison's know fine well that we wouldn't be anywhere without the community, and we're just trying to give that little bit back. We offer a wide selection of services. We do gift vouchers and stuff like that, or bag packs if any sort of companies.
I've seen charities. That when I think the last people I saw down there was the Preston Roller Girls.
Oh yeah,
and they were down packing bags in the Morrisons. They weren't allowed to wear the roller skates. I thought that was a bit. But they brought them with them in their kit. I saw that.
Yeah. No, health and safety reasons, kind of. Yeah.
No, I appreciate that. It's been a bit.
Otherwise, we totally would. It's when it comes to the bag packing, it's any sort of community groups or charities or local sports groups and scout groups. If they're trying to raise money to perhaps go on a trip to anywhere, Morocco or I can't sit here. I'm just anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world. The world is your oyster.
Saving for equipment, or I recently had I just seen a picture outside in the waiting area. I'm not entirely sure who the fella was. He was on this same show. He was from the trampolines.
Preston Trampoline Club.
I've just had a letter in from them, so we'll be doing something for them in the near future.
Oh, beautiful.
So bag packs, gift vouchers, if there's anything, raffles that women institutes or
anybody and everybody. Now, we were just talking off air because I am a very cynical lady. I'm getting old now, and I was thinking, is this the sort of role where they've just given you a fancy title and they're going to make you do things, or is this actually this?
No, believe me, this is not one of them. They're giving me 8 extra hours a week, and to be perfectly honest, I wish I had more. It really isn't a case of they say they're doing stuff and not doing anything. And I can definitely vouch for that. I actually brought some figures here today because I preempted one of them because I'm the same. I'm a bit cynical as well when sort of companies sort of say that. So I'm the first person to put my hand up and say, no, this isn't one of them sort of schemes.
Let's hear some of them figures then.
Well, since I took over, since I was appointed as the community champion, we've managed to raise 16,000 for local charities.
That's
alone.
Amazing.
Yes, and that's just in the local area. There was one group of girls came in for a little boy called George Stanley Moore, who passed away from meningitis. And his mum and a few of her friends came in, did a bag pack, and in one day they managed to raise £2,000, which is, that's
a phenomenal.
That's a huge amount. I'll have to say now, I can't guarantee anybody them staggering results. But if you are approachable, if it's a worthy cause, then our customers are very generous, and they're always happy to give. So it's not. I've worked with the Space Centre.
We love Hillary in the Space Centre.
Hillary's fantastic.
She's brilliant.
Such a lovely woman. We've been there, and because they're right on the docks as well. it's a bit of a sort of I've got a bit of a strong bond with that one, actually. Soft spot for Hillary in the Space Centre. We're looking to maybe do something with the Docklands Festival that's coming up soon.
Ooh.
But I just need to talk to some people about that. So
is that a scoop?
That's a scoop. That's hot off the press.
That's good. One of the things that kind of piqued my interest, I saw that you've got space available if people want to come together and meet. They can come down, and because I know at times it's difficult to find a free and open space where you can come down, and you've got that there.
We do, yeah. We have them facilities. That's something that I'm actually speaking to. I keep trying to catch, but I'm always missing them with the shifts that I'm doing. But the is it Larches and Savick, the Women's Institute, or the Community Association there?
Oh.
They're looking for some space.
And then
so if you are listening, I will get back to you just to let them know, in case any of them are listening.
I'm sure they are. There are 27,000 listeners.
Yeah,
27,000 listeners in and around Preston area. I'm sure one of them. They're bound to be listening.
Yeah, we have two spaces available. We have the actual cafe itself.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it would be sort of on a it'd have to be after the canteen shuts, which is usually about an hour or two before the sort of general store closes. So then you'd have an hour to come in and use the cafe space. Or if you'd like to use our training room facilities, we have that as well, which is it's through the store. It's out of the way. You'll have your own little space there. Big old space, big size. There must be room for about 20 or 30 people in there.
And people just need to get in touch.
Come down, talk to me, put a request in writing, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Like I say, it's a brand new scheme, so we're not full. There's plenty of spaces available for people. So yeah, if they want to come down and have a look at have a look and
see what you've got on offer.
To accommodate. Yeah,
it's a really nice sort of idea, and I think it would be something good that other companies. You got this space that's not being used. Why not share it with the community?
Definitely.
I think this is a fabulous thing.
Well,
I'm sold.
I'd like to take full credit for it, but it's Morrison. It's there.
So the other thing I saw that you do is you can show community groups a tour around the store. So what's that? Is that just having a look around the shop floor and familiarising yourself?
No, that's these are sort of tailored tours. For instance, if a local Weight Watchers group in the area wanted to come in and do a tour, I would engineer a tour which would highlight healthier foods.
How to avoid the
biscuits, yeah. And,
that would do good for me with my New Year's resolution.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Ways to save money. But then if you're, say, I know I'm in talks at the minute with Brockholes Wood. There's some children there that would like to come in and do a school tour, and I'm not too sure if it's the same. The curriculum might have changed now after Christmas, but they were doing stuff on the World War at the time.
Oh, right.
So I was looking to ways that we could sort of tailor that sort of tour to sort of how the cost of things, in the
have changed.
How things have changed, and so it's different for every group. It just takes talking to the actual group that are interested in and what it is they're actually looking for, and then we go from there. And the same applies for the actual visits. I've not done one of them yet, so that
come on, Preston.
I'm quite looking forward to that.
Book a tour. Michael here wants to show you all around.
I can come into the school as well. There'll be me, one or two colleagues that I work with, and then we just pretty much do the same thing that we would if it was a group tour, but I'm out in the actual schools themselves. So,
and if anybody is doing you're saying this is quite a new sort of scheme, so if anybody's got an inspiration that they want to share with you and think, could I come down to see Michael and do this?
Please, that's what I'm there for. We'll sit down in the cafe and we'll grab a cup of tea and go through things, and I really do mean it. It's not just us saying we're putting ourselves out into the community and just saying it. Any way we can help at all. If we can, we will.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's lovely to hear. I really got very excited when people are getting involved in the community. I started doing it myself. I started getting involved and volunteering with lots of things probably about May last year, and I've been overwhelmed by how supportive businesses and communities are in the area. And then I realised that the people who work there are the people of the community anyway, and that's why you would want to get involved.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. And and I wish I could help everyone. Some of the letters you get in are just so moving and so touching, and you sometimes there just isn't the funds or the time to help everyone. So I wish there was more people I could help, but yeah, it is nice. It's nice to know you're making a difference, and then when you get them thank you letters, or someone stops you on the street to thank you, or it all just makes it all worth it. It's sort of, for 10 years I've been going into Morrisons, clocking on and serving customers, which is great, but this just adds a whole other level to the job, and it's really enjoyable.
That's wonderful to hear. So how can people get in touch with you? How can all our Chat City listeners get in touch?
Well, we're still kind of living in the dark ages a little bit. We only actually have internal email, so that's the first question everyone asks, if we have an email, which we don't. We do have a telephone number, which is Preston number 726 727. That's the Morrisons number at Riversway.
Just say that one more time for us.
Preston number 726 727.
Brilliant.
And we also have an address, Morissons Riversway, Preston. Oh, goodness gracious.
It's all right, I've got it here.
Have you got it there? I've just forgotten the postcode.
PR2.
PR2.
2YN. That's teamwork.
PR2 2YN.
Okay, and they can just send you a letter.
You can just send it, yeah.
How about if they drop in? Can they just come down to the, what do you have? You have a help desk, don't you?
Well, they can do the customer service desk, but because I only do 8 hours a week, and it's split between 2 days. Okay. And I'm actually a student as well, so I'm trying to find the time to fit. So if they come down, I may not actually be there, but they can always ask to find out what time I will be in next if they want to sort of book an appointment then, or even if they come in with a letter, they just leave the letter there. Leave the letter there.
I think it's a Friday thing. I was struggling over words this morning.
I think Friday, and then being on a radio station for the first time. If they leave it there, I always get back to people. The first day I come in, I'm always checking my numbers and ringing people and letting everyone know that we got their correspondence. So yeah, pop on down.
Thank you, that sounds great.
Right.
So there you go, Preston. You can get in touch with Michael down at Morrisons Riversway, 726 727, and get them involved. Get them all your requests, all your charity, all your community events. Michael is very eager. Two thumbs up. He's going to help you out. You're listening to the Chat City interviews on 103.2 Preston FM.